Welcome to the B2B Breakthrough podcast. We're here to bring you all the best knowledge, insights, and strategies from e-commerce experts, successful business owners, and the team at Alibaba.com that you'll need to grow your business and achieve your next big breakthrough. I'm your host, Ciara Cristo.
So it involves my family, but, in a very interesting way, meaning, here's the UltraLight. It's a light that I invented. It's 2025. I came up with this idea, I think, in 2021, and I never would have came up with it if it wasn't for my family. So we're doing YouTube videos all the time, 2021, 2020. And I'm thinking to myself, why is there a light for the phone? Why is there a light for the camera that goes on top of the camera, but you can't put a microphone as well? And then I have to have a light over here. There should really be a light that works with every device. I want something portable, works on a battery. And I looked and looked and looked, and there was nothing out there like it. And then I had that light bulb moment of like, oh, what would it be like to invent that light? And then that's when it stopped there because I had no idea what the next step was. I had no idea. Luckily, I worked out at a gym of somebody who used to invent products for, I think it was Elmer's. And she kind of got me started. Okay, well, first you're gonna need a CAD design. You're gonna need, some type of artistic rendering of this. And I said, okay, well, let me go down that path. I started drawing out things and I started looking at cameras. And then I realized, what if we attach it from the bottom of the camera instead of the top? And if you attach it to the little hole in the bottom, then you could still leave the top open. And if I had an adapter on there somehow, I could just attach the phone. And if I had it out like a field goal post and it can kind of slide back and forth, it could accommodate a big or a small camera in the middle. And my family was very supportive because early on when I told them about the idea and other people, they were like, yeah, that's a great idea. Like if that was out there, I would buy it. And so I was just really, really dedicated from that point. I said, I really would like to bring this light into the world because I really believe in it. Like if only one person buys it, me, I want it. I want to be able to use it. So that was 2021. And then it was a couple years before, maybe it was a year and a half before I got my first prototype. And that was a whole journey of learning about how to get a prototype. And then probably the best money that I spent was on a industrial designer. And this is something great for everybody out there. I think it was $10,000, which I thought at the time was a waste of money. But I took my idea and somebody said, Justin, you really should give this to an industrial designer. I gave it to the industrial designer, and what they did is they made this. Before this, it wasn't sleek. It was like junky looking. But this here was something that could be manufactured. Whereas what I designed, what I drew out, it couldn't be manufactured. So the industrial designer, one, he made it sleek and modern and great. But the main thing is he sent me something that could be manufactured by parts. Then I was able to, that gave me so much leg room up on where I was, because I was able to send that out to different potential suppliers and say, hey, here's the CAD. This thing can already be manufactured. I'd like to get quotes. It gave me so much education on how to speak about my product. So I'm a big advocate now of people, if they think you have a good idea and you design something on paper, spend the extra money and get an industrial designer to enhance your product, but also give you something that can be manufactured.
B2B Breakthrough is produced by Alibaba.com. To find out how Alibaba.com is empowering its customers with the tools, services, and resources they need to grow their business, visit Alibaba.com. And then make sure to search for B2B Breakthrough on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you find your podcasts. Make sure to follow us so you don't miss future episodes. On behalf of the team here at Alibaba.com, thanks for listening.